Alrighty, fellas. Next segment. This is BT's Game of the Week. BT, if you only got time to sit down and watch one game this weekend, what should you tune into?
Sit down, crack a beer, Friday night, Carlton versus Sydney. It's the only game to watch this whole round. Every other game's pretty shit, so tune into Friday night. Yeah, this is massive. This is out of these two teams and probably St Kilda who's going to get that fourth spot. So these are crucial wins right here. It's reasonably close on average on most stats, but the one that stands out when I was going over all the stats was Carlton's uncontested possession. They averaged 34 more than Sydney do, which is, I did not expect that. That's a big margin. They averaged 7 more contested as well, which I didn't expect that. I thought Sydney's contested game is pretty good. But then you look at the players Carlton have, you understand why their contested is so high. Other than that, it's pretty reasonable, pretty close. Sydney average a little bit more points, but not too much. And I think it's just going to be a crack game. At Marvel, I think it suits probably Carlton a little bit more, but it should be a good game.
Obviously, Harry McKay out for this, Steve. What do you think that does for Carlton and how they structure up in the forward line? He's obviously the reigning Coleman medalist for a reason.
Yeah, that'll definitely hurt him a little bit. They've got the other bloke up there, Charlie Curnow. Yeah, like he's firing on all cylinders as well. So yeah, it'll hurt him, but it's not the end of the world. I think we've spoken about before. Sydney's defense is what probably lacks a little bit for them. So they could definitely still do some damage. But yeah, it's going to be a good game. I mean, in football or soccer terms, we use the term 6-pointer. This is certainly one of those games. You can really stretch out Carlton between the rest of the pack, and likewise, it can catch Sydney up. So it's a big game.
Tazza, talk to us about the Sydney midfield, certainly led by Callum Mills, who you'd be well aware has been phenomenal in the past 4 weeks.
He was insane on the weekend. 13 tackles. That tackling pressure. I mean, Sydney v Essendon, he almost halved Essendon's tackle count.
It's
just the manic pressure that Sydney put on it's quite intense, and led with Luke Parker in there. Rowbottom misses this week with the hit on Merritt, but there's so many guys that can run through that midfield. Chuck Heaney in there, he's a ball winner when he's on. But it's a young midfield with a bit of experience. Josh Kennedy, who just passed the record for the most contested possessions in history.
It's a great stat.
It's big. I mean, that's the contested GOAT, you'd almost call him. He's right up there. So there's some huge names, young guns. I mean, both midfields stacked right now. So I think the battle will be won and lost in there for me.
BT, talk to us as well a little bit about the Swans and their forward line. Obviously pretty buddy dominant still, which is a little bit surprising given his age. But I mean, besides Heaney, where else do they really go for forward avenues?
Yeah, they're relying a lot on these midfielders to kick their 1 or 2 goals. So if Mills can pop up, Papley hasn't hit the form once he's come back in. So if he can start kicking a few more goals, Hayward, he kicks 1 or 2 a game. And you're relying on like Chad Warner, and this is what they're relying on, and that might be their downfall. You got Logan McDonald, obviously he's a young fella, and he doesn't have the size, so he gets pushed off the ball pretty easily. Tom Hickey, he kicked a couple on the weekend as well, but yeah, that's where they need to find. They need that key forward, and that's where they're lacking. And I think the defense of Carlton might wrap them up this weekend. I don't think they're going to kick a big enough score, Sydney.
So BT, sounds like you are going with Carlton. That's your tip?
I think pretty comfortably. I think they're going close to 40 plus.
Ooh, that's I'm not going to call that bold, but it's a very interesting pick. I like it. Tazza, your tip?
Yeah, I'll take Carlton. Being at Marvel, I think under the roof there, they'll get the job done.
Yeah, 3 from 3 for me, mate. No, Carlton as well.
Make it 4 from 4. Clean sweep on the Blues. If you're a Blues fan, you're in the comments. Let us know. If you're a Swans fan and you disagree with us, we want to hear from you. Let us know why. Let us know why you have the faith in the Swans, because even though it's a clean sweep for the 4 of us, we all think this is going to be a very good game. Looking forward to watching that one on Friday night. We picked that.